you night readers. It's good to have everybody here. It's nice to see you all. Thanks for being here. I hope everyone is doing well. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well. It's good to see so many. Massey and Yvonne and Lisa and Jo Beth, Selena, Samantha, beautiful Aries, Scarlett, Jess Lowe, Anya. Hey, Anya. MPT. Always good to have you. All right. So it is good to have you here. Thanks for being here. And, oh, sorry, got to get you in here, don't I? Here I am shuffling up like I'm ready to go. And, well, sure enough, I'm ready. Hey, beautiful Aries, welcome. So, Matsy Kamari says, is B the right person for me? Is B the person for me? Not just the person, but the right person. Yeah. All right, let's see what we get here for you. Let us see. So, I would be willing to say yes. B is the right person for you. He is your knight in shining armor, right? He's your Prince Charming. He's the one who is very calm and relaxed, and has this seductive feel to him. And that's kind of what you're looking for, I think. I think that's what you would like, right? Isn't that what everybody wants? Yeah. But remember, you got to remember, things are not always what they seem. This person can be known to cause a lot of conflict, play some mind games with people, and that's not what you want. So you got to make sure, if that's the case, you either have to leave or get that fixed right away, because it's not something that you want to happen. The Queen of Cups tells me, you could have a very close relationship, very successful and happy with B, if you make sure of this, but you have to have the insight to do it. I think you need to hold on to everything you have until you find out exactly what type of, find out more about B. Until you find out more, you gotta hold on to what you got. Don't give away everything when you don't know exactly if they're going to be honest or truthful or deceptive, or again, play mind games with you. I think things are going to, if B turns out to be the right person for you, and I think he might be, this person might be, right? I think it's going to take a long time to get together, right? You've got that long time with the Knight of Pentacles. Things are moving very slowly. And I definitely think that will be the case. So, yeah. That's what I see. That's what I'm getting for you. Jo Beth, thank you so much. I've never been therapeutic before, but thank you. I tell you, so many people say such nice things. Such nice things. Oh, MPT, it's Friday night pizza night. Of course it is. It's also Friday, my daughter's birthday. Yes, today is my daughter's birthday. Which is always exciting. And I also know, just because I know, today Lisa Farrell has a birthday in the close family of hers, right? And it's not her. And it's not her son because it was his birthday. last month. Yeah, or either August or the end of August or September. It was September, and he turned to be a teenager. So it's not either of them, and there's only 3 of them in her relationship, in her little family group. So we won't mention whose name it is, but wishing him a happy birthday as well. Right, Lise? Time to go on that special bus ride that we talked about. Going on the magic bus. Wow, everybody's getting Mr. Prince Charming today, aren't they? General reading, Yvonne. You know, so the 3 of Pentacles tells me that you and the people who you're working with, right? You're working with a group of people to help your health problems, right? So you got to remember that. That's what we're working with here. When I say you're working with a group, that's who I'm really thinking about. I'm thinking this is the group of people who are helping with your health problems. And I think they're coming up with plans, and I think there is potential in ways to get this taken care of, right? Ways to move things forward in a good direction. The Knight of Cups, of course, tells me all about the support you have from your significant other, who is always, always there for you and always so supportive of everything. Everything you go through, everything you do, everything that you can't do, he is supporting you there. Right? Of course, some days you would like to run away. And if you could, I think you would. I think you would definitely run away some days just to get away for a little while. But it's just not feasible right now. It's just not something that is a possibility. So you just have to use your intuition to figure out when when things are going to start getting better. You have to have a little bit of understanding that, again, this group, this team is working very well together. And again, they've got good plans and a lot of potential for you. So again, I have to tell you about patience, right? I always have to mention patience. You got to be a little bit patient. Don't feel like you're stuck in one place, because you're not. You can get out. You can get moving a little bit, at least, right? You can get around. You can get going places and doing something. It may not be a lot, but it's enough. And I truly believe that good things are coming to you as these, as this group comes up with more and more ideas, more and more plans for you. All right, Yvonne, that's what I'm getting. That's what I see for you. So, Lise, can you have a reading? No, but someone else who's having a birthday can have a reading. Oh, all right, I'll do a reading for you. But don't be surprised if this has something to do with him. At least I don't have to worry about lilies coming up in Lenormand today. No lilies. Yay. For those of you who do not know the lily story about Lenormand night, well, then you have to come to Lenormand night to find out. You'll probably hear me mutter. Was it mutter? I don't know. You'll hear me saying under my breath, "No lilies, please, no lilies, please, no lilies." Right? It's like Harry Potter when he puts on the sorting hat. Not Slytherin, not Slytherin, not Slytherin. All right, so Lise, What's going on? What else but safe and happy, well-blessed family. It's all about it, right? The Ten of Cups tells me all about the family and how that's exactly how things are, right? There's a lot of safety. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of blessings for your family. The Ace of Swords is a new communication. So somebody is going to be telling you something. Something is going to come to you new that is information, right? It's going to be a communication. It's going to be very clear. And then you are going to move forward and make some significant changes based on that, because this message is going to go along with, right, moving through some significant changes. I don't think these changes are to you. I don't think it's to your close-knit family. I think it's, I just think they are changes. The Queen of Cups says, again, it's all about your close relationship. And I just had this for Mancy. And I said, it's all about that close relationship. It's all about being successful and happy in your relationship, having the perfect spouse or partner, and having a lot of insight into what makes things work really well for you. And I think that's where things are going for you today, right? Now, this movement and this big change here, this could just be all about someone's birthday. It could be something as simple as that. So don't look too much into this as being some major deal, because I don't know that it's really a major deal to you. And that's what I see. That's what I get for you, Lisa. All right. Jo Beth, it's good to have you here. Anya, I hope you've had a chance to talk to your mom and dad. I hope you've had a chance to talk to your parents. I know you can't actually go see them because your dad's in quarantine getting ready for his operation. And I understand that. And I know that's frustrating and upsetting. And I don't want to upset you. I don't mean to upset you. But I do hope you've had at least a chance to talk to them on the telephone or some way or another. That's right, Samantha. Gryffindor. I know where to put you. Gryffindor. Another Weasley. All right. So, Yvonne, it's Lily's birthday too? Is it really Lily's birthday? Oh, okay. See you later, Yvonne. We set up a chat on WhatsApp. Oh, good. So we're always messaging too. That's all right, Anya. I feel better about that, at least. I know it's not you're being there and, giving a hug and holding hands or anything like that. And I can understand. But you know what? That's how my parents and I talk to each other several times a week, probably four times a week or so, just to check in with them and see how they're doing. So, yeah. All right, Jo Beth, can you have a general reading? Yeah, absolutely. Your Page of Pentacles tells me all about how dependable you are and how much you are looking to find maybe a new job. I think you're looking to find someplace new to work, or at least something new to do, right? If you aren't, if you are working, oh, you were joking about Lily. Okay, I was going to say, no, not Lily. I didn't know if it was or not, because I don't know her. I don't know. little Lily that well, but yeah, it could have been. You could have had me there, Yvonne. Joe Bev. So yeah, I think, if you are working, maybe you're looking just to do something else. Maybe you're just looking to do something at home. If not, then I think if you are working, if you're not working, then I think you're looking for a job. And again, I think your dependability, how dependable you are, will help you a lot. The King of Wands is all about being very energetic, and that's going to help as well, right? Your honesty and your vision, and your compassion for people will be a big draw for people to see you and come in and bring you in, right? The star says there's hope, there's healing, there's faith and comfort there. So you should be very happy about that. Things can definitely move forward in a great direction for you. And I do see where you are, heading towards something new. And it looks like you are, going to be learning something new at that point, right? You're kind of running down the stairs here. You've got all your books. You are getting away a little quick for me. There's a fine line, right? Where you're running away or you're just going somewhere. And I think you're right on that line, but I do see with all the books and stuff, maybe you're trying to learn something new, and you feel like you're late getting to the point, right? You want to get that knowledge quickly and not wait so long. But things are turning right in your direction. Things are definitely at a turning point. You had some ups and downs, and I think things are going on the upside right now, and things are getting better for you. So that's what I get for you, Joe Beth. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I'm glad you were here. I'm always glad you guys are here, everyone. Happily Ever After donated. Thank you so much for your donation. Happily Ever After. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for that donation. And I have your question. You're stressed. Oh no, don't be stressed. Stressed spelled backward is desserts. Just remember that. So when you get stressed, just turn it around and have some dessert. All right, so just now you wrote to Raza all about what bothers you, and you need to know about his intentions. What is he deciding about us after all you just said? Of course you're stressed. I can understand why now. But the dessert idea is not a bad idea. Chocolate. All right, so here is what I have for you. Happily Ever After. I think that you have really... So, you told Raza all about what bothers you, and you want to know about what he's feeling about it and how he felt about it and what his intentions are and stuff like that. So, you get the Six of Cups, and I think he is going and he's really thinking back about all of the things that you've done in the past, all the things you've done together. I don't mean just like you've done this and you've done that. No. I think it's all about you, what the two of you have done in the past. And I think he's really looking at that. And I think he wants to share that information with you, right? He wants to say, oh, I remember this and I remember that. Do you remember these things? And, I know you, I'm sure you do, because I have to say women are much better at remembering romantic things that have happened between partners than men are. I can only tell you from my personal point of view. But yeah, I think, I believe your message to him really kind of spelled everything out, right? It spelled everything out to him. And now you want that to be, you want that to restore things back to the way they used to be. Because in the beginning, all these things were not a problem because they weren't there in the beginning, right? They weren't there in the beginning of the relationship. They just, things happen over time. And I understand that because they do happen over time. There's always some things that pop up, their ugly little heads, and you just have to whack-a-mole, right? You just have to whack them and knock those little heads down. But you want to restore things back to the way they used to be. And I understand that. I can get that. I believe, you are just trying to move forward in a good way, but you need, you, as much as you were telling him how you're feeling, you were also looking for his guidance in return, right? I think you want to bring his guidance along on this journey as well. I don't, I understand again, and it was a lot of stuff you probably wrote to him that you were really upset about. And you were probably sounding very upset when you wrote it. And well, that's okay. It's okay because he's going to have to understand that. And if he's truly, if Raza is truly the one for you, I mean really the one for you, then he's going to understand all of these things you're talking about. Because maybe, just maybe, this guidance idea and this whole idea of, helping out and stuff, maybe he is feeling some of the same things too. Maybe that's part of it. And maybe he wants to work on it just as much as you do. Now, the Emperor is telling me that, it's time to restore the stability in this relationship. It's time to feel secure again and to really bring everything back together into one thing. And I truly believe that's what you want. I think that would be wonderful if you can, when it works. I think it will work. I think it's just going to take one of you to be a little more of an authority than the other. It's going to take a little bit of authority, right? Somebody's going to have to pick up the pace a little. Somebody's going to have to take over and really have to get and really have to give this authority, and take over the situation. That's what I'm looking for. Yes. I knew I would think of it eventually. Oof. I do, though. I think somebody's going to have to take over this situation and say, you know what? This is what we need to do. This and this and this and this, and that's it. Let's get it done. Sorry, I had to cough. So someone is going to take over. Someone's going to be disciplined. Someone is going to put some structure into this relationship. And well, sure enough, that's going to make the relationship more powerful. However, in doing this, you have to watch that the person who decides, the two of you decide, is going to take over this authority portion of the relationship for now to get things in order, does not become too judgmental. You don't want to judge the other person just because that's going to make things worse. So you can't place blame. Now this goes for him as well as for you, both of you. Whoever it is that decides that they are going to, be a little more in charge to get things back in order, has to not criticize, not be judgmental to anyone else, because that will make things a disaster. So keep that in mind. Those are the things I see for you happily ever after. I think his intentions are good. I think, again, like I said, I think you're looking for some guidance, and I think maybe he is looking for the same things that you are. Okay? I think things are going to be all right. I really do. Okay. So I had another donation come in, and that was from Marilla. Oh, Maria. That's not an L. Well, that's my wonderful. I have bifocals because I'm old, right? And if you don't look out the exact right spot, you can see all kinds of things. I'll tell you what. Thank you so much for donating happily ever after. And you too, Maria, thank you for donating. I do appreciate everyone's generosity. It's very nice of you. So your question is, will it be safer for me to attend my friend's birthday tomorrow? Well, not safer. Will it be safe for you to attend tomorrow? Because of everything going on in the world right now, right? All the health scares and everything else. Now, our president has COVID-19. Of course, we do not talk politics on this show, so I don't talk about it. My political views, good, bad, or indifferent, and there will be no clapping from the peanut gallery. But it's just an observation that I decided I would just throw out there. I'm not saying it's, I'm not saying that I'm happy or sad, upset or not upset, whatever. I'm not saying whether I like or dislike the guy. I am just putting out there that yes, the president and his wife both have COVID-19. So will you be safe at your friend's birthday party tomorrow? See, look at all these birthday parties. Wow. I'm hoping to get to see my daughter sometime in the near future because her work schedule is crazy. So I hope to see her soon for her birthday, but I'm not sure that I will. All right. The Fool tells me that you can be optimistic. You can go and probably have you could probably have the potential of things going well. For tomorrow. All right. I think there's several different things you have to do. All right. And that's very typical in these times and in the way that things are going right now. I think that, you have things you have to do, right? You know what the rules are. You know what, no matter where you are in the world, most of the rules are pretty much the same, right? And there's a lot of them. So that's what I'm looking at here is, okay, there's a lot of different things you're going to have to do to be safe. And as long as you do them, I think you'll be fine to attend your friend's birthday party tomorrow, right? Wear your mask. Wash your hands constantly. Sanitize. Use that sanitizer stuff, squirty stuff that they give you or have for you that you can find, if you can find it. Hand sanitizer. That's what it's called. My gosh, I can't think of things today. Make sure you stay 6 feet or more apart from each other. Right? You can still talk to someone 6 feet away from you. You may just have to talk a little bit louder, but that's okay. It would be worth it if you're having a good time, right? So make sure you do all of those things, and make sure, you don't touch your face all the time, and make sure that you, again, if you are near someone, you try not to be too close. So there's a lot of different things, right, to keep yourself safe. And I think as long as you do that, you will be okay with your health and pandemic issues. If you have some type of a very bad underlying issue, right, heart problems or breathing problems or diabetes, anything like that, well, then maybe you would want to rethink it. The Page of Wands is all about being adventurous, right? Discovering new things, being that free spirit. And I think, I don't think you're being adventurous by going out to a birthday party. I don't think that is too much of an activity for you. So I really don't agree that that's exactly what we're looking at here, right? We're not looking at an adventurous type of thing where it's like, okay, well, I'm going to do something crazy and adventurous. I'm going to a birthday party. No, it's not like that at all. It is definitely not like that. I think as long as you keep up with all your stuff. The Page of Swords tells me be alert, right? You have to be alert. Make sure that as long as you're doing your part, that anyone else that you get near or talk to or anything like that, well, make sure they're doing their part as well. Keep thinking, keep it in the back of your mind what you can and cannot do, because it's very easy to slip into a whole idea of, just getting closer and closer to people and talk to them, because, well, that's what we've done forever, right? Forever. Until this happened 6-7 months ago. This is what we did forever, was you came up to someone, you talked to them, you were standing within a foot or so of each other. You don't want to be a close talker. Nobody wants that. But, that's how it is. That's how it's always been. So I do see that you're a talkative type of person too. And that's going to, and that's okay. Again, it's okay as long as you keep your distance. You'll be all right. You're very witty. You're very funny. And I think people will enjoy having you there. And I think things are, again, I think things are at a good point right now for you to do this. So, yeah, I think it's going to be okay for you to attend your friend's birthday party tomorrow. Okay, Maria? Thank you for donating. I do appreciate it. I do. All right. So, what else do we got going? Charlie Bear, you had many interviews today. I hope they all went well. I hope everything went well today. I just saw you come in real quick. I am way back up here at the top of the list for a minute. All right, just as high up as it'll take me. There we go. All right, so Lena, you have a quick question. Will R&D be a long-term relationship? Is that research and development? No. Or just for now type of relationship? Oh, R is a girl and D is a guy. I thought we were talking about careers. right, so that's fine. R&D. Will R and D be long-term or short-term? Or no term? Or forever? It could be any of those, right? Could be almost anything. So, we have, I have to say, I see everything here looks really good for a long-term relationship. But then I get somebody is extremely bored, right? Somebody's frustrated. They've had just too much of a relationship, and that person, there they go, right? Right on out the door. Bloop. But I don't know that that's really the case. I'm actually going to start here in this reading, and I think I'm going to say that I think someone was frustrated. One of these two, one of either R or D, her or him, had a relationship that did not go really well, and I think they felt like, you know what, this is just too much for me. I'm not doing relationships anymore. And I think that was at a point, right, where there was that frustration. And I think that's exactly what it was, just frustration talking. Because I see that there is the opportunities here for R and D to have a very close, successful, happy relationship, right? They are drawn together. They're drawn together like a magnet. I think they know they can depend on each other. They can count on each other to do things for each other. And they have, they're always willing to give each other a good message to make the other person feel better. The Empress tells me, right, things are growing. Things, I think R is very nurturing, and I think D is very protective, and that goes very well with the Empress, right? I don't think anybody's pregnant right now. I think, well, hey, maybe that could be a future. That could be a future, but I don't think right now, I don't think anyone's pregnant in the R and D world. Well, I can guarantee you D is not pregnant, and I'm pretty sure R is not either, but and the Two of Wands tells me, they are in total control of their happiness. They need to be in control of of how hot the flame burns, right? And how quickly it burns out. Does that make sense? Right? If you light a candle and it burns really, really hot, it can then burn out really fast. But if you light a candle and it burns like a normal candle, hang on, I'm going to sneeze. If it burns like a regular candle, well, then it can last for a long time. And of course, that fire, that flame, is passion. So it's all according to how much, how they spread out their passion, right? Are they going, if it's going to be a super hot and heavy kind of relationship real quick, it's going to be just that. It's going to be a very quick relationship. It's not going to go very long. But if it's not, then, if they make it last, it will last. That's what I see for them. I think they're a very cohesive group, and I think they can work each other out. I think they can work things out for themselves between themselves and have a good life. Oh, Samantha, hey, what's up? It's good to have you. Can you please have a general reading? You just want to know something positive. All right, let's see. Something positive. You, Samantha, you look wonderful today. I love the outfit you're wearing. How about that? Is that positive? I think you look wonderful today. Absolutely stunning in that outfit. There you go. Beautiful Aries. Just got a question for you real quick. Last night you were asking me for a reading for the next couple of days because you've had a roller coaster of a week. Did things get better? Were you able to set something up to meet with your boyfriend like I had mentioned yesterday? I would really like to know that. How do you look today, MPT? Wonderful. Absolutely marvelous. You look marvelous. Do you remember that guy that Billy Crystal used to do? All right, let's see what we get here for you. Samantha, some good news, something nice, something positive other than my own positivity that I just threw out there for you, but that's okay. Here we go. Yes, Jenna, please just post only once, and MPT, Mona Priscilla Tarot, will repost your question for me, and I do choose all my questions at random. Questions are chosen randomly, but donations take priority and guarantee a reading for you. You're working and he's working all weekend, huh? All right. I'm sorry. We talked about it. I know we talked about it, and I was really interested in finding out if that was going to happen for you. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it, huh? Well, we'll come up with a new plan. Figure something out, won't we all? All right, so Samantha, I think you are very imaginative, right? I think you have a really good imagination. I think you are an extremely compassionate person. How's that? Is that positive? That sounds positive. I'm positive it sounded positive. I think you're taking some things a little too seriously when it comes to minor things, right? You got to take some of the minor stuff, the little things, and not worry about them. Squish them, just like that. Like crush your head. Crush. Right? Just don't worry about that stuff. Don't worry about the little things. Little things are just that. They're little. They're not important. If you can't control it, then there's no sense in worrying about it. I know that's probably not super uplifting positivity, but it's true. And if you do that, you'll feel better. So that will be positive, I'll tell you that. I think you can be so emotionally in tune with everything and everyone if you start listening to your intuition, start feeling that intuition, start training it, right, to tell you what is happening and what's going on around you. You are very generous with your time. I'm not talking about money. We don't have to talk about money when it comes to generosity, because there's a lot of other things people give that is not money, right? People give their time very freely. People give their talents, whatever type of talents you have, people give them very freely. You are an empath. There you go. So, you know what? You share some of that. Share some of that with other people. Because if you can help someone else, it will make you feel really good. I think you are very, so this is you in a nutshell. In a nutshell. Okay, a nutshell. Maybe that's a big nut, my God. Anyhow, this is you in a nutshell. You are very friendly. You are very loving. You're kind, right? You are warm, but very determined in what you want to do. And when you get something in your head and you become determined about it, then I am willing to say you get it done. So I think it's time to take this whole show on the road, right? Get on the move. Get moving. Get moving in a good direction. Use the things you know. Use the things you have available to you and share them with other people. That will make you feel really, really good. And take time to use that imagination, because I think that will really put the icing on the cake for you, right? When you're out there helping people and then you have that imagination going, I think things are good. I think things would be really good. All right? That's what I get for you, Samantha. Yes, indeed. Oh, beautiful Aries, you had a question and it's completely gone now because the whole top of the chat is now gone. So I was going to jump to your question right after that one, but I do not know what it is. I don't remember it. I saw it really fast. Something about a deadline. Your boss gave you a deadline. Will you make the deadline? That's your question. Ha. That is your question. I've been practicing this mind reading thing, yeah. You know. Or maybe it's just really good memory. I don't know. But that's the question. I know it. I know it's the question. Will you meet the deadline your boss gave you, right? Yeah, that's it. There you go. See, MPT put it back up there for me. Yep. All right. Beautiful Aries. Will you meet your deadline that your boss gave you? This is why you have to work all weekend. This is why you can't see your boyfriend. Because your boss is a tyrant and he gave you a deadline that you aren't even sure you're going to be able to make. Right? And your boyfriend, your knight in shining armor, he wanted to see you this weekend. Of course he did, but now he has to work too. And that is not what you want. So now you've got to come up with something. You've got to come up with some idea on how at least can you talk to each other or see each other in some other type of way, right? Whether it's like FaceTime or whatever all the other places are that are out there, Skype or some other crazy place. And I think maybe you'll be able to see each other that way for a little while each day and spend some time doing that once you are both done at work. The Queen of Swords tells me your boss doesn't really care about if you have time with anyone else or not. Your boss just wants this job done. He wants you to make it by the deadline, and he is, telling you it doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm cold. I am very cold to your relationship situation, and that you have a weekend, and that makes you very distant from your boss. Now, on the actual, are you going to get the job done in time? I think you are going to, I think you're very dependable, and I think management understands that, and that's your boss, right? Management. So I think you are going to figure out exactly what you need to do, and you are going to get it done. I do think you're going to get it done. Something's going to, right? Something's going to end, and something new is going to come from it. Something new is going to move on from there. And again, I think that is going to be that whole idea of you finishing the project and then moving on into something more happy, something happier, because here you are with the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands says you had success, right? You had a lot of support. You have a lot of people that support you and are supporting in what you're doing right now, and you are going to have success. You will be recognized for the good job that you did, and your confidence will go up. That will help you raise your confidence. You'll feel like you had victory, right? You were victorious. You did it on time. And there you go. So I think you're going to finish one thing. Something new is going to come from it. But I think you're going to get everything done on time because you are victorious and you are successful. And I think your boss is going to recognize that. Okay? And that's what I see for you, beautiful Aries. That's what I'm getting. Great job, because you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be just fine. Anya. Yeah, so Anya, you talk to your parents every day, and that's great. I'm glad. I'm really, really glad to hear that, because that's important. That is really good. I'm glad. I'm definitely glad for that. Because I know how upset you were. I know how upset you were when you dropped them off, and now it's okay. Well, I can't even, I can't go give my dad a hug before his surgery, and I can't see him and stuff like that. But at least if you are able to video chat with them, well, then you know what? It's better than nothing. I know it's not perfect. Everybody's going through it. I'm not saying that your situation is less or equal to everybody else's situation, because not everybody's father is having surgery right now. And being quarantined because of it to get ready. So I do understand, I understand what you're talking about, what you're going through. But at least you get to see him and her and your mom, and you get to talk to them, and you get to hear them, and you can tell them everything you want to tell them every single day. You just don't have that opportunity, unfortunately, to give them a big hug. And well, you know what? Once your dad gets out of surgery and everything goes extremely well, because I'm sure that it will, I'm sure you'll have positive results. I am sure that I guarantee you will get a chance to give him a big old hug then. and you'll probably cry a little, and that's okay. Sunflower, go ahead and repost your question. It did. You know what? Maybe it didn't. Nope, I have your question here, Sunflower, I think. Yeah, I got your question. Yep. All right, so will your boyfriend Caleb, Jenna, and you get back together? So will Caleb and Jenna get back together? I think you're searching for the strength to do this, to really move forward in this whole thing. And I think you just have to look at things to see exactly. You have to look back at the relationship to see what worked and what didn't work, and kind of make a list, right? It's, this is almost like a pros and cons list. You have to make a list of, okay, what were all the good things that happened in this relationship? And then what were all the bad things that happened in this relationship? Do the good things overweigh? I don't know. Do the good things outweigh the bad things? Or are the bad things just too much to endure again? Right? Somewhere in there's going to be a hidden lesson for you. And I think that lesson, I think you'll figure out what that lesson is, right? You don't have to actually write them down if you don't want to. Just think about it in your head. Just think about, all right, well, we did all these things, and these were all great things. This was good, this was good, this was good, this was good, this was good. But then, what's on the bad side? Is the bad side really bad? Are you going to have to develop a new way of doing things, or are you going to be able to restore the old way of doing things? That's the question, right? Is it developing or restoration? If you have to redevelop the whole relationship, maybe that's a lesson to learn. That's not the way to go. But if you can just restore things back to how they used to be, and things were okay, and you're not really sure why you broke up, well, that's different, right? That's very different. I think you need to take some time to yourself. You really need to reflect. You really have to think about what you would be sacrificing by going back with Caleb. The Four of Wands says that I think you are just at a point now where you want to have fun. You want to be able to go out and do things and have a good time. Spend time with someone. Make sure that they're not COVID sick yet at this point. But, you want to go. You want to have a good time. You want to have fun. And you have no one to do it with. And, going back, I say this a million times, going back is very, very simple. It's very simple. But moving forward is hard. Moving forward and moving on is difficult because you don't know what's coming, right? You look off to your future, and what's over there? Nothing. There's nothing over here. You don't know what's going on. But you look back, you stand here, and you look back, you know what the past was all about. So it's very easy to go back into something that you knew, but it's very, very hard to move into something that's unknown. But sometimes the unknown is way better than what was behind you. Something to think about. That's what I get from the cards. And that is what I see for you, Jenna. Thank you. All right, this is going to be my last reading unless I get donations. And I don't see any yet. I don't see any more donations at this point. Yeah, I know. It's not till the end of October, but yeah, you got to make the best of it, right, Anya? We're always thinking about you, and everybody is, everybody who comes to this show and the nighttime show, anytime we bring it up, they're always there for you, right? They're always rooting for you. you get a lot of fans when you come here, that's for sure. So, all right, Sunflower, this is it. My last question. The last free question. Anything after this would be donation only. So if you do want to guarantee a reading still, you can donate and get a reading today, right now. But this is the last free reading. Yeah, I'll tell you, Anya, you're right. Everyone is so supportive, and it's, they are so supportive to you and to so many different people, and including me. People are very supportive to me, and I appreciate that from everyone, and I appreciate that everybody else supports each other. It's a nice thing. It's a great community we have here. And I'll tell you what, all of that pops right on over to Modern Priscilla Tarot show as well. That same community feeling that we have here, and that same caring about everybody and each other feeling that we have here, happens over at her show as well. So just something to remember if you guys get a chance to get over there. Her show starts in a half hour. So, all right, Sunflower, I got the sun, which is just all about you, right? It's all about you, Sunflower. Sunflower, the sun tells me happiness is coming, right? There is happiness in your life. I think, so I think the Pisces, your ex Pisces, is very happy and successful in whatever it is that they're doing right now. I think this person has rushed into something new, and they did it without thinking, and now things are not going as well as they would like it to. The Hangman says you may just have to let go of your ex. You may just have to let go. You may have to have a completely new point of view on things and move forward. The King of Wands, he's all about energy, right? He's all about honesty. And if this relationship is not based in honesty, if it's based on anything else, right, like deception or lies or any of that kind of stuff, or there was any of that in the past with you and the ex-Pisces, well, then that's not exactly what you want to see, right? That's not what you want to see, and that's why you would want to change your point of view. You'd need a new outlook to see that. Now, not saying he's a bad guy, not saying that this isn't a good idea. I do think that he can be compassionate. I think he can be charismatic in a good and bad way, right? Charisma's good. Charisma is very good if it's towards just you, but when someone uses their charisma to draw in a crowd of people or bring in more people that could come in between you, well, then that's not the charisma you want. The Knight of Cups tells me he is Prince Charming, right? He is that Prince Charming, that knight in shining armor. He's very seductive. He can, again, it's all about that charisma. It's all about seduction. It's all about bringing people in that are maybe not exactly, they're not going to have your best interests in mind, that's for sure, because they're looking out for themselves and they want to have a part or a time or a date with your ex-Pisces. You just have to watch. Again, I think he's already moved forward to a degree, but I don't think it went really well. I really don't think it's going well. And if you think about this and you say, oh no, he hasn't moved on, I know he hasn't moved on, well, maybe it's just that you just don't know about it. Maybe that's the case, unfortunately. Because I do think that, he may not be with anyone right now. He may not be with anyone at all right now. However, I think at some point he did decide, okay, I'm going to I'm going to run into another relationship. I'm just going to jump right on in. I'm not thinking about it. I don't care about it. I am just going for it. And that goes very badly, very quickly. So, yeah, he's just escaping into video games and all. I got to tell you, the and all might have been someone else for a little while, for a very short time. Maybe it's a week, right? Maybe it was only a week. Maybe it was only a couple of days. He told me he'll leave someone else for you, Sunflower. Well, that's, again, if he told you he would leave someone else for you, then he's been with someone else. Something to keep in mind, something to remember. Nothing wrong with video games. I got to put that out there, because that's how I spend a large part of my day and night. All right. So, all right. I hope you all had a good day. Thank you so much for being here. I do not have any donations. At least I did not see any. I guess looking would be a good idea. Nobody mentioned that they had one. All right. So no donations. He told me he would leave. Yeah. So that's what I get. That's what I got for you, Sunflower. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. And I appreciate everyone who was here. If everybody who was here, please hit the like button. Also, if you were new, please subscribe. And that is the way the show is going to end. I appreciate everyone being here. Like I said, thank you so much. It does mean a lot to me. And I will be back again tonight at 6:00 p.m. Eastern Time. All right. Y'all have a good rest of your day. And I hope to see you over at MPT's show in about 20 minutes. See you later. Bye now.